My name is Howard LIl, and I make Mama LIl's peppers. Just smell it coming out of the jar. That's wonderful.
To pickle the freshest ingredients, you have a very short window of time to get it done, which means every pepper season, Howard LIl is in a flat-out race against time.
You know, someone asked me one time, do you know Peter Piper? And I said, you know, he used to work for me, but we can't him. My name is Howard LIl, and I make Mama LIl's peppers. We're in the central Yakima Valley of Wapato, Washington. I'm from Youngstown, Ohio, and the second I left to go to college, I would start getting these care packages from my mother of her pickled peppers and oil. These Hungarian hot wax peppers, also known as goathorns, grow better in the Yakima Valley than anywhere in the country. The amazing thing about these peppers is that they are sweet and spicy. It's just the first thing you taste explodes in your mouth is the sweetness of the pepper. But then as you bite down into the second bite, that's when the heat starts arriving. But it's a very nice heat, mainly hitting you on the back of the throat. Very pleasant. My mother, who's Jewish, made these peppers, and I always thought it was one of her Jewish recipes. But the fact of the matter is this is an Abruzza Italian recipe of peppers. When I would start making these myself, I would send them back to my mother, and she says, you know, yours are almost as good as mine. In 1992, we did our first batch of peppers. We harvest from the end of summer into the beginning of fall until the first frost. I describe the harvest as this very intense but beautiful time of year, triggering the peppers to turn colors from green to yellow to red. And it's really, that's when they're becoming sweet. It's because of how well these peppers grow in the Yakima Valley. Mama LIl's would not exist if not for that. We grow them and pick them here. We actually produce them just 12 miles down the road in Sunnyside, Washington. The major advance in Mama LIl's peppers was discovering the apple core. They're going in with an apple core to pull the seeds out of the peppers. The seeds is where the heat is, and we are trying to make a hot pepper a little less hot, just mildly spicy. Today, we'll do about 5 tons of peppers. This is where they're gonna get pickled, into the pickling brine, and they will remain in here for 3 days until they are completely pickled. When you pickle the peppers, basically what we're doing is preserving that moment of utter ripeness and stopping it. The slang would be putting them to sleep. They're marinating with fresh garlic and with oregano. And then when it's in the oil, it becomes this whole environment unto its own. We probably have a crew of 20 people cutting, pickling, and packing the peppers during production. We will probably do 250 bins this year. It's probably close to 75 tons. No matter what you're eating, be it some sort of sandwich or a piece of pizza or with steak, as we always used to eat them, it's just it's a condiment that brings out the flavor of whatever you're eating. You can get them online, you can get them on stores, available to anybody who wants them. What I do is no different from my mother had done, except done in much greater volume. Every time I eat the peppers, Lil comes back. Absolutely, my mother is living on through my company. Just smell it coming out of the jar. That's wonderful. These really are good. Okay, that's enough.